War on the edge, people. War on the edge. Does this mean that Russia is on war? War on Russian soil. Very details coming. What surprise does the UN have for this war against Russia and Purgatory? Are they gonna be doing anything about this? Nobody knows of what this will be. But we are watching our eye, cause this is Chris Cooper News. Topic today, we have the UN. The UN is supposed to protect the world, right? Well, we are going to look into this right now. The UN, we must see right now, composed of 3 nations: Purgatory, Fat Panic, and also Russia. Oh, and we must forget about the most strange state of Fatlantis. We're all thinking of one thing. Why is there war? Why is war happening between Purgatory and Russia? Well, I have a special guest here tonight, and I have the Prime Minister of Russia with me tonight. And I am going to be asking questions, getting down to the business. And we shall find out what we have. Russia had went through different wars over time. They had a revolution that gave them their independence of even communism. They also went through 2 different wars that were World War I and World War II, in which defeated the Germans in World War I, and then in World War II defeated Nazi Germany, which was a big victory for the Allies that day. They have also went through harsh times of war. Of course, in the 80s of Afghanistan, it was a harsh defeat with the Mujahideen. It was terrible for them. The man right here that we speak is Muhajir Mehran, and he says that he fought with the Mujahideen and saw the brutal tortures that they saw with the Russians. They have also said that the Russians were very weak-minded and could take any pain that came right at them. But yet at the end, he says that the Russians have been defeated and also had went through a devastating collapse of the Soviet Union, but once again have arrived again with the Soviet Union and had other times of that bad behavior. Okay, right now I am with the Prime Minister of Russia right now. Mr. Chris Johnson, how are you today? Thank you, Chris. Glad to be here on Chris Cooper tonight. You look very lovely tonight, Chris. You look really good. Thank you. What are the questions you were going to ask me? Well, before I get to the big W, Mr. Johnson, I just want to start off. The United Nations. The United Nations. You guys, all 4 of you, are together, but yet there's conflict going on. Do you like this whole do you like this whole thing with the United Nations of some sort? Is this what is your president? Tell us about this. I'm really itching to hear about this. Well, Chris, I understand it's questioning the world, and it's a big thing right now. And I must tell you that the United Nations, we are peace. We protect it, but let's just look back at different things right now. I need to say one thing right now. Josh Groban, he just got kicked out of Fat Panic and put into another country, a Purgatory that he made, and which is suspicious of a terrorist state, but none of us can really get to that. But we can also say that the new president of Fat Panic, Brandon Alvarenga, he seems like a good leader, and it seems like he could do something. But it seems like on how Purgatory basically just goes ahead and wants to start a war for no reason, then we are going to defend our country, of course. And the president is going to get his revenge of some sort. It's gonna happen, and he's there's gonna be blood, but yeah, we're gonna win. And let's just say that Russia is great. Russia is the ultimate country. We look over everything, and we we are very rich in our communist ideals. A lot of people might not agree, but it works for us. Woo! Left a lot of shit there to explain, Mr. President. Well, I must say that you have a really powerful arm, and I've seen it, and it's very interesting. Well, let me just see here. What does your people think about this? Do they feel like it's important to them? Do you think that they'll want this? I really want to know that. Well, they know it's a lot of sacrifice, but they know they can get the job done and come out on top. Defeat the enemy, kill the enemy. Defeat and kill the enemy is what we tell them, and they listen, and they know what needs to be done to protect the motherland from enemy invasion. And we shall do that with brute force and our special forces, and we shall be victorious. Good, Chris Cooper. And you, well, let's just hope that no nuclear warheads will be involved. Well, I'm so glad that they accept this, Mr. President. Before we go today, I have a recording right here from the Georgian War with the Russians, and it's the only piece I can only find right now. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna see how it feels on you. Some weird alert that went on. Someone got shot. I'm just gonna let you listen to it for a second. Oh, I'll tell you right now that's never gonna happen again. Well, thank you for bringing me on your show. I think it's time to go now. Well, we are up for tonight right now. I see that the Russian president is now initiating a draft for the next month of January, where the war will take place in Russia, and all soldiers must be reporting to their boot camp for exquisite training and exercise. Thank you for joining us tonight with Chris Cooper. I, of course, is Chris Cooper. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.